come together. You chose to come to form and register this network, and you invited us. Now, we are going to start making our asks. It's like, isn't it the same when you do a party? People start demanding, so you don't have fruits. And you say, my dear, I invited you to my party. So, on my own behalf and behalf of the PIT, this is what we're saying. Having you organize yourselves in a formal and recognized manner, we expect at least the following three. One, each one of you in this network to grow your social capital. First things first, individual level first, because you will not give what you don't have. First ask yourself, what is in for me in this network? And the first thing that you should grab and run with is social capital. I hope I'm communicating clearly. Ask yourself, what do I benefit from being in this association, from this network? Me as Justine, me as Win. Before we say we are alumni, alumni is plural. You as an individual, because if you don't mark, identify, and track what is in for you, it will be an association just by name, but not by action. Until when you identify and you work towards the individual benefit, that you will stay close to this association. So, for me, there may not be money, there may not be anything, but there is social capital. When you start coming close to our ages, you will appreciate that nothing outweighs social capital. You may have your money, and you want to organize a party, and you have your 100 million. But will the 100 million set the tables? Will the 100 million welcome the guests? Will the 100 million sing for you? If you have your 100 million, you need people to run around for you, isn't it? That is the social capital. You have a party, you've lost somebody. You need help, so capitalize on social capital first. And make sure you benefit from this network on an individual level. After the individual level, our next ask is to have a strong voice of change makers. I know at one time you wanted to register this association as transformative leaders. Don't lose the sight. Even when the name is not encrypted anywhere, it's encrypted in your hearts. Because that's where you started from. Chase that vision. Let that be your guiding star. We want to be transformative leaders. So our ask is a strong voice of change makers. And this strong voice, we request for three. A, policy dialogues. Policy dialogues. We want to hear the AlumNet in policy dialogues at university level, at community level, at national level. Let us know what the agenda is. And how do you hold policy dialogues? Find a matter, find a subject that impacts community. Where is the problem? And what problem can you run with? That is my A. My B, community change projects. And these community change projects can be two categories. One, where you mobilize resources. You've registered, you've formally recognized, you can mobilize resources. You can engage in research, you can engage in consultancies, you can get on the framework of service providers for the Scholars Program, because you are a rich entity. You have people from psychology, people from medical school, people from the kind of services you received as a scholar are going to continue in phase 2. So we need counselors, we need mentors, we need service providers. So through this association, you can provide services home first to the Scholars Program. And we commit that if your association is bidding, you'll be first priority, definitely, because you're our children. So through mobilizing resources, we expect to see community change projects with continuity of the annual day of service. Let's not mix the two. The annual day of service is going to continue under the Scholars Program. But then, how about the AlumNet Day of Service? Then, that will be the Give Back project. Then the last request, and what you can do as a strong voice of change makers, is you to influence the operations of the Scholars Program at Makerere University and beyond. The doors are open. We are waiting to hear from you. What can we do better? You're all aware that we are kicking off with recruitment this academic year. The adverts will be coming out soon. So the first cohort is stepping at Makerere in August 24. What can we do better? Can we learn from the leadership, the voices of what we can do better? Can you get feedback from the fresh scholars? Get to know what they are going through and speak to us. We expect to hear a lot from the leadership. That's why I said a strong voice of change makers. When you change what we do at Makerere, I don't want to say this, people may think we are bragging, but you all know Makerere is the greatest partner in the Scholars Program. What we do at Makerere influences everybody else. So your voice to the Scholars Program at Makerere is the voice to the 36 partners in the Scholars Program. Please do not limit change. Let us hear from you and we can pause the change. So many asks from us. I'm sure somebody is asking, and for you, what are you saying from your side? This is our commitment as the Scholars Program at Makerere University. We all know that once a scholar under the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program, you remain a scholar. You only change the status from scholar to scholar alumni. We are stuck with you forever. You choose to run away, it's okay. But you will run around the world and you will come back to us. Do you know why? This world is a small global village. Very, very small. You run away today, tomorrow we shall meet in another corner. Either you'll be my boss, or Jolie's boss, or partner. But we are going to meet. So let's stick together. We commit to be available. We commit to provide all the kind of support that is within our mandate. In terms of mentorship, psychosocial support, that is free of charge, zero pay, and we shall offer that service. So feel free to come, any of us. And I'm sure, I will not say the words of the steering committee, because I'm sure the guest of honor has those words. But when we say support, it's all the way from the leadership of the program, which is headed by the Vice Chancellor. So don't hesitate when you need any kind of support that can make you a better entity. As a program again, in phase 2, alumni engagement is a key component. We will have a small budget for alumni engagement, and the foundation is committing resources to alumni engagement. We promise that the budget allocated and approved for alumni engagement, the person going to be in charge of alumni engagement will co-create processes, will co-create activities with your leadership for you to benefit from that fund. I want to reiterate that in our budget for phase 2, we have the budget line for alumni engagements. In the event that a semester has gone and you don't see anything happening, don't write on WhatsApp. Ask your leaders, have you been there? Have you talked to the program manager? In the new phase, by the way, the good news is we are advertising positions. By the end of this month, there are going to be 8 positions on offer, competitively. So any of you is liable to apply if you qualify. There are 8 positions coming out. But what I wanted to speak about was the position for a senior transition officer who is in charge of community and alumni engagements. It is not zoned for only alumni. It is open. But of course, being an alumni, you stand a higher chance. So when those positions are out and you have the qualifications, please run. Run very fast and grab them. So when that person comes on board, the person in charge of alumni engagement will be working closely with your leadership to make sure that every year we don't only utilize, but we optimize the budget for alumni engagement. So our commitment is the resources that are allocated to you will come to you if you cooperate to utilize them accordingly and appropriately account for them. So, dear guest of honor, this is who we are. What you see in the room is not I talked about 933. You're going to ask me where are they? It's only a representation of different cohorts. We could not have everybody in the room, and I'm sure John and the colleagues, their sellers and others will take you through. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, allow me to stand here and congratulate all of you for this milestone. And I want to say we shall remain stronger when we stand together. I thank you.